Hey peeps, it's knit along time. Are you ready? This is with Robin. She has a channel called Roaming with Rover, and she does all kinds of chit-chat things on knitting and crocheting. And if you haven't checked her out, please do. Okay, so this week we were to do block 25, garter zigzag stitch. So here we are. Can you see the zigzags in there? At the back, I mean, you can see it a little bit, but it's kind of plain. But what do you think? You can see the zigzag in there, right? Not one of the better ones. I now have 5 for the next row. I had intended on getting the other row done, but I was running out of the, let's see, I have one of them here. You can see this outside. I was running out of this, and I have another skein. And the problem is I'd taken the skein. Okay. I had things stored in 3 different places. In my camper, in my trunk of my car, and in a little storage lean-to here on the property. And I would put it on my phone. This is where it's at. You know, so if you want this, like the skein of yarn, I would put, it's in the blue tub in the lean-to. I moved everything out of all of those places out here to the barn so that I would have it all in one place. Now I can't find it because where I said it was, it isn't. And there's lots of blue tubs. So maybe next time I'll get some done. TMI, right? Okay, so we are going to be working, that was block 25, so 26 is where we are going. And this is 26. 26 is called the diagonal purl stitch pattern. Now, like this last one, there was 12 rows. And so I have to pay attention to each row because it's different and takes me longer. Now, the one before, it was, that would be this one. It had 2, you know, you do one knit and then one pattern. And so you could remember that pattern because there was 1. But when there's 12, I just can't maintain that whole 12. And so it's a pain. Okay, so what are we doing with number 26? Let's get out our little pattern here. 26 is on the last row. Do you see that? And it is an L, which means lilac or purple. Do you see that? We are on the last row. And the countdown begins. Anyway, so that was that. Now, last week, if you remember, I had gone on and looked for trivia, and it gave me just regular questions. My eye's leaking bad this morning, sorry. It's really allergy ridden here. TMI. Okay, so I answered them anyways just for fun and kicks and giggles and whatever. And my friend Sue, who has the moniker Celestial Rogue on YouTube, said they should have asked questions like these. And she gave me 3 questions, and I'm going to answer those 3 questions because they're closer to what I expected. And I'm going to ask those. The first question, do you prefer natural fibers or acrylic yarns? I have always been, I hesitate to use the word poor, but that's the truth. I have not had lots of money, so I've always gravitated towards the Red Heart, and it's acrylic, yarn. Now, if I find something else on sale, I will on occasions buy it, but typically Red Heart is what I use, and it's acrylic. It's just because it's semi-reasonably priced, in my opinion. Did that answer that? The next one, do you enjoy knitting lace over or knitting cables? I have done both, and I like trying new things, so it doesn't really matter either way. The problem with lace stuff is you have to think a lot. In cabling, you have to count, or if you use markers like you should, it's not so bad, but TMI. Okay, so I'm not picky about either one. I will do either one, and I like them both. And it says, do you like knitting accessories like hats and scarves or other garments over blankets? Knitting blankets, to me, I don't mind knitting baby blankets. I've knitted baby blankets because knitting is way lighter than crochet to me for the most part. And so blankets, I feel like, need to be heavier. So I like to crochet blankets. I love knitting hats. I love knitting baby things. You know, like I've done layettes and baby blankets, but I don't like doing big blankets knitting because they just don't feel, they don't have oomph to me. They're just too light. I think they're pretty and whatever, but I don't prefer that. I love to knit hats. I've done lots of hats. I've knitted lots of dish rags. I don't know why. I did sell them for a while on Etsy just because it sounded like fun, but I got over that. Anyways, that was the 3 questions she gave me, and they were more in tune to knitting than it was interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there. Anyways, I bored you long enough. That's it. Hopefully next week I'll get some more done. I'm taking my sister to the airport Wednesday. It's going to be another busy week, but I think I'll have time to get something done. That's it, peeps. I hope this finds you absolutely flamazing. Stay blessed. Until next time. Hey, you made it to the end. Please hit like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.